I'm Giovanna, and I'm Mexican, and now I'm living here in Montreal.
Je m'appelle Catherine, j'ai 38 ans, je viens de Mirabel, j'ai 3 enfants.
So my name is David. I'm 41 years old. Je travaille dans le domaine de l'apprentissage des langues, notamment le français et l'anglais.
When I arrived to Montreal, I didn't speak English. I didn't speak French. It was something new. I was really shocked when I just arrived to Montreal, and I was really scared about the situation. Like, what I'm doing here? Like, I don't even understand what's going on around me, and I didn't think at the moment like I was capable to learn a new language.
Je suis de retour sur le marché du travail depuis environ 4 mois. L'anglais, pour moi, c'est pas quelque chose qui est naturel. Il faut que je travaille fort. L'anglais, c'est super important. Donc, j'ai découvert l'application Mauril.
So I came to discover Mauril through my network that I developed in language training and language learning. I have to say I was very impressed at not only at the concept, but at the product itself.
I really want to feel myself like welcome. So one of the ways that I can do that is learning like the language, the French, the English. I know it will be difficult.
Who would be the best target audience for this tool? Anyone who's looking to build up confidence, maybe resilience in their second language, and to learn to appreciate not just the language, but the culture, or cultures that come with every language. So.
It's just so easy to learn. When I'm on bed, I'm relaxing myself, I just use Mauril. Like, it's my escape. I love Mauril. It's so fun, and I'm learning things in the same time without feeling I have to do it. I just do it.
Ça permet d'être détendu. L'application Mauril, je regarde ça à n'importe quel moment de la journée. Pour ma part, c'est plus le soir, mais avec 3 enfants, j'ai une vie assez chargée. Un coup que les enfants sont couchés, je prends mon iPad puis je regarde une petite émission. C'est vraiment pas long.
It is a free tool that addresses many levels of language learning. It's a great tool that one can use on one's own, but also it has great tips and tricks for keeping you on track.
I'm introduced to TV shows in English and in French as well, and I don't force myself. It just happened.
One thing that was really missing in our landscape in language learning was something that was really Canadian specific.
I can learn new things. I can learn about the sport in Canada. I can learn like about different topics. With Mauril, I don't feel the stress that I would feel if I'm going to the school, like in a class environment.
Familiarizes people with cultural richness and diversity, right, of Canada, while also helping build up their confidence in their second official language, goes a long way to making, at least in my world, what is a stronger work environment that promotes linguistic duality.
In Mauril, I can select if I want like work in my social life, in the workplace, like it have different vocabulary and different like environment, and I can choose what I want to do.
So yeah, super easy to use, right? And intuitive.
I'm living actually with my dad. Mauril has been really good for our relation. Like, it's something that we can do together, and we find it's really fun for us. And in the same time, he can learn as well English. So I can practice on my French, and he can practice in his English.
Right, even if it's just a few minutes a day, over time, that will go a long way.
On le sait tous, en fait. Regarder la télévision en anglais, ça aide. De plus en plus, j'en regarde, mieux va se porter mon anglais.
The thing that I most love about Mauril, it's just fun, and as well, like they have a little part in Mauril that are a list of things to do after I watch my videos, after I'm learning the things, like to bring it in real life.
Built into the program, you have a series of challenges to really kind of keep you motivated, keep you on track.
Le plus d'outils que tu peux avoir, mieux c'est, je pense.
Mauril is very much connected to everyday vocabulary that you might find yourself using, or myself as an Anglophone, that I might find myself using in a real Francophone environment, talking to a real Francophone colleague or friend.
But with Mauril, like, it's something that my vocabulary start to be like bigger. French, like the language that I find more difficult, and Mauril have been make it more easy. It's really easy to learn French now. Learning a new language, learning the cultural things of Canada, I just feel more part of the community. I just feel more part of Canada. I really feel welcome now.
It's for anyone who is interested in learning French or English, who is interested in cultural discovery, developing their listening comprehension, learning a few new words, right? Maybe to impress their friends.
So the favorite show of my dad in Mauril is these cooking shows, and every time he sees a new video, he's like, oh, we need to try this. We really need to cook this. And he's like, okay, Dad, we will do it. I promise, we will do it.
Sur la plateforme Mauril, on peut retrouver vraiment toutes sortes de vidéos, toutes sortes d'émissions. Là. Tous les utilisateurs peuvent trouver son compte. Là, parce que quand on écoute une émission dans une seconde langue, une langue qui nous est pas facile, c'est sûr qu'on perd notre attention. Là.
And every time, like, he's watching, like, in a sport TV show, he's like, oh, how I can save this video? And he's like, Dad, you cannot save the video, but we can watch it again, so don't worry about it.
It's about time that finally a tool like this exists using Canadian content developed by the CBC or Radio-Canada that is, that speaks to the Canadian situation.
I'm in love with Mauril, and I totally recommend to my friends, you want to learn French? You want to learn English? And they're like, maybe. Okay, you need to, you have to. You will love Mauril with me.
C'est facile d'accès, c'est gratuit, c'est accrocheur. Vraiment la meilleure façon pour apprendre.